Everybody.
Land back, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Hey, let's get these people in here. Let's get our comments in here. Let's get our friends, our family members in here. Make sure to like and share. So hop in, like and share to different groups. Slide this into the DMs.
Yes. You got a friend who's interested, maybe on the fence, like I want to know more. Send them to the Revolutionary BookTrap. It's a good political education.
Yeah, speaking of good, just like Megan the Stallion right here, like my shirt says, just like Megan the Stallion, we got the good news about the revolution here at Black Hammer. So make sure to just like and share, and yeah, hop in.
I saw we got a couple people trickling in. Land back to all y'all coming in.
Land back. Make sure to comment. Make sure to comment once y'all come in. We want to give y'all a shout out. Land back. All our comments coming in. Yes, exactly. We got the good news right here. Yes, good news. Land back, Ozzy. Land back all the way from. Yes. Right from Nigeria. Yes, Carolina Hammer. Yes, land back. Let's go. Yes, it's another installment of the Book Trap. We do not go. We stay here with our people. Land back, SG Uncle. Land back. Make sure keep coming in, y'all. Keep coming in.
You want to see y'all coming? You want to see y'all?
Who else is in the room? Who else is in the room? You want to see? You want to see all the hot girls and all the hot boys over here? All the hot days in here. Land back, yes, land back, recent tema. Land back, Soli. Back. Yeah, we're gonna get into this, y'all. Continuing on with the Zapatistas. We got chapter three of the Zapatistas. It's a long chapter. Land back, Chief land back, Chief. Land back, Chief Amoxley, land back. Yeah, chapter 3 was a long one. It was a. I hope y'all went. I hope y'all got through it. These long chapters can be rough. But we're gonna get into it. Today, land back, you Sunny, land back.
Remember to like and share. All right. Hey, land back.
Land back, Chief Shagun, my boo, land back. Yes. Revolutionary Twins up in here. Y'all know what it's about. But listen, y'all. Black Hammer. So we build the city. Hammer City, y'all. So we've been working on this for it's been a while. But we've gotten so many great donations from our people, from colonized people all around the world, right? They know we got to get our land back for all indigenous peoples around the world. And so right now we need we want to start off with some fundraising here. So what's the cash app in the Venmo? What is it?
It's at Build Hammer City.
Okay.
And then the GoFundMe, Build Hammer City. Because we build in Hammer City.
Period. Period. Yes, please donate to our Cash App and Venmo at Build Hammer City. Go donate. Let's see what we got. Want to see some donations? Drop them in the comments.
We already got $10.
Hey, is that? Yeah, land back. Thank you. Land back. Do something. I goes on Venmo. Yes, land back. Thank you so much. Keep please keep donating, y'all. Let me tell you a little bit about what in. We're gonna have Hammer City. It's gonna have no rent, no cops, no Rona, no colonizers, no white people, no colonizers. We do not need to rely on colonizers for anything. They get an array of our freedom, right? like I said, we're here to give the good news of the revolution, and that is Hammer City. That good news is Hammer City, right? And we built it. So let's get more donations coming in.
We got 10 from Chief Oju.
Land back, Chief. $10 from Oju. Um, another thing about Hammer City is, you know, this city is free for all colonized people, all people of color. No discrimination from in terms of nationality, gender, age, differences. Like, you good. You know, we recognize our second principle of unity is that we recognize that all colonized people are equal, right? Regardless of these like differences that colonialism uses to separate us, right? Um, but yeah, let's get some more donations coming in, y'all. Like, y'all want revolution or not? Like, uh, I'm saying, you know, if you are ready, if you are ready for Hammer City, if you are ready for freedom and liberation for our people, I need to see some more donations. Come on, we so close. We are so close. Um,
We got over 52,000 last time I checked. We already crossed 52,000.
hey, that's right, 52,000, right? Like, we are so close, y'all.
I'm broke, but I got $1.
I can. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can always do something, right? We can always do something. Even if it's $1, 5, 10, 50. You got 100 on it. That would be fantastic. But
yes, that $1 is vital. Don't think that, oh, I just got $1 on it. No, it is vital. It's just as important to get us free.
that's right.
It's for our freedom. So thank you for that. Secure 10 from the colonizer.
That's right. Make sure you get those coins from the colonizers. 12. Oh, we got 12. Man, back. Yes, get them coins from them colonizers, right? They got to pay up. Pay up. All right. I think let's. Hey, 10, hey, 10 from I. Hey, I'm mad at you. Yes, make sure keep sharing this. Keep sharing this video. Keep liking it. Share it to groups. Share it on the page. All right, y'all. We got our trivia for this book trap. So make sure you read this question, right?
All right. So the declarations of the Zapatistas were the declarations of what jungle? So we got A, Tlaxcala, B, Lacadon, C, Veracruz, or D, Guatemala. So drop it in the comments. What do you think the answer is? All right. Y'all read the chapter? Should be pretty easy. What y'all think the answer is?
Yes. I think Johanna had $5 and back.
Plan back.
Thank you so much. Okay, we got one.
Got an answer?
What else? What y'all think it is? What y'all think? Okay. Some people are saying B. Yeah, some people are saying B. The answer is B.
It is B.
Yes, the answer is B. The Lancandon jungle. And that's really what we're going to be diving into for chapter 3. Is they go heavy into these declarations from the Lancandon jungle. So yeah, hopefully y'all read the chapter. Hopefully y'all got your read that backs ready. We got our read that backs ready. Make sure that if you got them saved in your notes, you got them written down somewhere. Make sure to take out your book, take out your notebook, get them ready. But we got our one. We got our read that back ready. Is that true?
Yep, we got our first read that back ready. All right, it's on page 96.
All right. 96. You should. it is page 96. All right. So, um, this is like one of the first things y'all read in this chapter. All right. Um, now, so this comes from from so I'm gonna go. And he says, Chiapas loses blood through many veins, oil and gas ducts, electric lines, railways, their bank accounts, trucks, vans, boats, and planes, through clandestine paths, gaps in forest trails. This land continues to pay tribute to the imperialists. Petroleum, electricity, cattle, money, coffee, banana, honey, corn, cacao, tobacco, sugar, soy, melon, sorghum, mamey, mango, tamarind, avocado, and champaneco blood all flow as a result of the thousand teeth sunk into the throat of the Mexican southeast. These raw materials, thousands of millions of tons of them, flow to Mexican ports and railroads, air and truck transportation centers. From there, they are sent to different parts of the world, the United States, Canada, Holland, Germany, Italy, Japan, all to fulfill one same destiny. The feed imperialism. Since the beginning, the fee that capitalism imposes on the southeastern part of this country uses blood and mud. Oh, yeah, that is. Oh, when I read that, that was I had to step back. Honestly, I had to step back. Um, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that right there is classic principle of unity number one. Um, and it's the reason why we know in our hearts that revolution is necessary because we are being robbed of these things that were just laid out by Subcomandante Marcos. Um, you know, and it's not something that's just exclusive to Chiapas either. It's all around the world. It's in South America, it's in Africa, it's in Asia. So everywhere, colonized people just know it in their hearts that um, we are being robbed of our resources, and we won't stand for it any longer. It's been hundreds of years that we've been having to go through this. Um, so revolution is necessary. It is necessary, and that's the first principle of unity that we gotta agree on. And and, I don't know if you want to also chime in with your thoughts as well.
Went back, Daniel. Thank you. Went back. Also, Oju, your comment. Yes, we are being ran back. Yes, read that back clearly lays out. Um, Clearly, it's almost a visual, right? Reading all the resources, all the animals, and all the resources. I can see them. I can visualize them. On our land, right? On our tierra, in las montañas, right? In Chiapas and the rest of the so-called Mexico. Um, I can see them, and I see them being shipped off elsewhere, right, to build for white power, to build other nations, right? These like colonizer nations, and that's why we stress with principle of unity number one, like we need dictatorship over this. Right now we don't. Right now it is so clear that we as colonized people we don't have dictatorship over our resources, and I love how it's laid out. Um, yeah, I love how it's laid out. Um, it reminds me a lot of like what brought me to Black Hammer, and that was reading Settlers. Like I read like the way like Settlers, which is another great revolutionary book. Um, it laid out just how much our resources were being used to build everything, right, for colonizers. Um, yeah. Hey, share 50 times, land back. Hey, like 15 times on Facebook. Yes.
Hey, that's it.
Throw some love on that algorithm, y'all.
Yes, yes. Gotta beat these algorithms, or voices, or pages.
be the girl.
You gotta get this good word out to our people, to all our colonized masses around the world.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, exactly. But um, yeah, just if I were to, if honestly, if I were to really show someone, um, you know, like talking to someone on the streets, right? Like during an outreach, in the grocery store, just someone that I don't know, even the drive-through, even someone on the drive-through, and I want to talk to them about the about the revolution, right? I want to talk to them about like the state of colonized people, and how much we've been robbed, and to really, agitate them. I would really choose something like this. Honestly, I would choose something like this. I would lay out, planning clearly. This is where we're at as a people, um, and again, Subcomandante Marcos lays that out for his people in that way. Yes, we already built our civilization. like, y'all, we built their civilization. We built all this, right? It is ours. It is it's on our land.
It's our land, our land, our land.
Yes, la revolución está en nuestras manos. Exactamente, Johanna, land back. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Um, yes, hopefully y'all read that the same way I did, and when y'all read that, y'all were ready to go. Um, you know, to struggle, fight for for dictatorship over our lives, our labor, our resources. Um, that got me pumped up, honestly. Yeah, land back. Um, pushing, y'all. Let's keep pushing. Unless you say anything, Cholo.
No, I think, I think you summed it up brilliantly. Um,
I know, really. I'm brilliant. I'm brilliant. We're all brilliant.
brilliant in Black Hammer.
All brilliant.
All of us are brilliant in Black Hammer. Not just us. I know all y'all are just I know all y'all are just brilliant, and I love to see some read that backs from y'all as well who read the book, read the chapter. Oh, we got one.
We got one. Yes, land back. Cholo, you want to read it?
Yeah, the society of the people and those who serve the needs of all is where liberation movements find strength and resilience from. While this formulation of civil society may seem impossibly broad and amorphous, it is not constituted by masses. It is not a herd, but a multiplicity of diverse groups and organizations, formal or informal, of people who act together for a variety of purposes. And that's on page 159. Thus, civil society is a. We got that. We got more on that. Read that back. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That read that back really got into a big theme of the chapter. If y'all read it, like y'all saw the phrase civil society just scattered throughout the chapter. Um, and yeah, that civil society really referred to um, thus civil society is a space of liberation and engagement for all those who wish to participate in it, and it is a space and a relationship given from a form and content only by those who take up the responsibility of constituting it. Um, yeah, I think that still goes. Yeah, that goes back into like the civil society that was scattered throughout the chapter, and also the Zapatistas really referred to. Um, yeah, that's that. It was in every single declaration of the Lacadon jungle, like 1 through 6. The Zapatistas were calling for that civil society to get behind the movement, get behind the Zapatista cause, and and not necessarily take up arms, but to to maybe there was the second and the third to join these certain organizations that were backed by Zapatista cause. Um, and then the later we'll see in their later declarations, uh, it stops really referring to the civil society and it'll go more into like naming these specific types of people that 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 should have like invested interest in the Zapatista cause. And like I said, we'll see that in another read that back. I don't want to spoil too much, but we'll get to that. We will get to that.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And yeah, let's again. If you got more read that backs, drop them in the chat. You can drop them in the Facebook comments. Comment. Oh, um, yes, we want to hear from the brilliance of the people. We got another one. Hey, we got another one. I'll read this one. So, the people's support is all we need to create a new world. We don't need anyone except the people's interests. The results of the consultation were overwhelming. 98% supported the Zapatistas' demands. 92% supported the formation of a broad front of opposition. 95% supported reform to achieve a genuine democracy. 57% supported the EZLN's transformation into an independent political force. 43% supported the EZLN's joining with uh, more. I'm waiting for it. This is already sounding like a good read that back. I love these long ones.
Yeah. No, I remember reading that. The basically it was a nationwide poll that was released. Actually, it was actually a. Oh, we got if you want to finish that reading that one. Yeah, this is the rest of it.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, 57% supported the EZLN's transformation into an independent political force. 43% supported the EZLN's joining with other democratic forces, and 90% supported the equity of women. Man back.
Yeah. As I was saying, this was just not only a national poll; it was an international poll. There were thousands of people who voted for this, and like the numbers are speaking for themselves. This was a poll to find out, like, hey, how much support do the Zapatistas actually have going into I remember like negotiation talks with the Mexican government. And as y'all saw, the numbers were overwhelming. Like the people, our people, our people knew that the Zapatista cause was a cause for liberation. It was it was a cause for freedom. And I mean 95%, 97%, our people were down with it, and it was not just the indigenous people of Chiapas or Durango or Guadalajara, wherever. It was people all over the world as well that wanted their voices to be heard and say, what, the Zapatistas, I can get down with that. I can get down with that. And yeah, I just love seeing all the numbers like, oh, our people want this freedom.
And talking about democratic centralism and yeah, just asking the people what they need, right? And then leadership acting upon those demands. Yes, that is what we're all about here in Black Hammer, right? Democratic centralism, asking our people the needs, asking what they want, and it's on leadership. It's on us as leaders to make that happen. Um, yeah, I really think that like that really it touches on another theme from the book, and that is um, right, that international support that the Zapatistas um, you know really carried with them from their inception, right, when they came out January 1st, 1994. Um, and like that international support was really shows again like that colonized unity, right? Um, I don't know. I don't know like how many times you're gonna have people like 98, 95% like agree on something, but like uh, us as colonized people, we agree that we got to overthrow colonialism. That is clear as day. That is clear, loud and clear for all of us that we got to overthrow colonialism. And that's that's exactly what the Zapatistas were about. And again, us as black us as Black Hammer, um, we are united, right? We are united in moving to smash colonialism to get our people free. Um, no, that's a beautiful. Those are beautiful. Read that backs. Those are beautiful. Shout out, uh, shout outs to the folks who dropped them in the chats. And we're gonna have more audience read that backs to come. So make sure y'all are getting them ready. Make sure y'all are dropping them in the chats, and we'll go through them and yeah, learn from our collective brilliance. And back.
I'm back. All right. We're gonna keep it moving. We got another.
We do.
This one is on page 122 in the book. If you're on the PDF, 131. Just so y'all know where it is. Y'all want to read it. But yeah, let's get into it. Aspects of this declaration are first, while the first two Zapatistas avoided referring to the fundamentally indigenous nature of the EZLN and its struggle. In the third declaration, the EZLN names their uprising as the Indigenous Rebellion of Chiapas, as well as stating that the intent of this uprising was to call attention anew to the grave conditions of Mexican indigenous life. In addition to the explicit indigenous identity invoked by this declaration, there is also a clear nationalist dimension um, to it. In this document, the Zapatistas refer to an internal coup within the ruling Institutional Revolutionary Party, that's referred to as PRI in Mexico, uh, just prior to the federal elections, which saw the chosen successor to the presidency assassinated, an event that the EZLN characterizes in the following manner. The Institutional Revolutionary Party, or PRI, political arm of organized crime and drug traffickers, went into its most acute phase of decomposition by resorting to assassination as a method of solving its internal conflicts. Incapable of a civilized dialogue within its own party, the PRI bloodied the national soil. The shame of seeing the national colors usurped by the emblem of the PRI continues for all Mexicans. Land back.
Land back.
Land back. Yeah. I wanted to touch on this third declaration because, as it stated, it really got into it finally started to say more about the indigenous struggle. And that's something that the first two declarations didn't get too much into. So it really tied back to referring specifically to an indigenous struggle and an indigenous identity that is actually um, the identity of Mexico, the real identity of Mexico, um, and therefore um, that 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 indigenous identity being the Mexican identity makes the indigenous people uh, the true leaders of the state and of the land. That they are actually the owners of Mexico, and should be treated as such, not just some small group that yeah some small group that just wasting away in Chiapas. Um, indigenous people that have been struggling for so long um, are the true leaders of
not only the Mexican identity but the Mexican state. And yeah, I just really love how it finally started to the third the third declaration of the Lackadown Jungle finally tied it back to the indigenous struggle. Yeah, you wanna you have something else to go with? Yeah, no, I do. I really, yeah, that was a good summation. And I do want to like touch upon the um, uh, right the fact that there's a like the form like what goes into it like the formation of the um, Mexican state, right, was when like wasn't so much built on an indigenous identity, but the Zapatistas affirm that, right, with this third declaration. They affirm it as yes, we are actually like these the leaders of this Mexican state. We are the and it's because we are the ones who are the most exploited, right? We're the ones where your resources are coming from. The land liberators, yes, thank you, land back. Um, uh, um, we are the ones to liberate this land um, from these uh, from these colonial sellouts that created the state. And again, the Zapatistas like recognize that, and it's interesting that like um, in the first two declarations didn't touch upon their the fact that indigenous people were like were were the leaders of, of not only the like easier land but of Mexico, right? Because remember last week we went to like that whole struggle of this like urban like Marxist coming in and actually like you know I guess submitting yes submitting to the indigenous community in Chiapas, um, and yeah building the easier land on indigenous terms, right, on how indigenous folks wanted to organize. So I find it is interesting that they kind of left that. Seems like they left that out. Like they should have been done from the beginning, but yeah, uh, especially when it comes to land, right? When we're not censoring the folks who have been robbed of that land, right? And every declaration, every declaration has to have that. No, when we first talked about Hennessy, when we first laid that out, we knew like we have to really talk about the indigenous struggle, right? We have to have our land liberators, right, be indigenous, right, of this land, and and we laid that out clearly for our people. Forward in that direction with our land liberators. Shout out to the land liberators too. Shout out to our land liberators. Uh, um, yeah, I mean that's all I got to add really. Land back. And we got a comment here. Shagun. White leftist theory ain't got on collective colonized brilliance. Anyone subscribing to that needs to bow their heads to indigenous brilliance. Sit down. Perfect. Sit down. Sit down. Y'all gotta really. We got a lot of seats here. We got a lot of seats that y'all well, we're not gonna help you with. We're not gonna help you like into those chairs. We're just gonna show you that that's where you gotta be. that's what we're gonna do. Like, if there's a chair for you, that's it. Like, I'm not gonna help you there. Like, y'all should have had this figured out a long time ago. We've been telling you for like 500 years. We've been telling y'all to leave our land for 500 years. Um, but y'all still here. You're still here for some reason. Like, why? ¿Por qué todavía está aquí? ¿Por qué no se van de nuestra tierra? Like, seriously. um, no, period, Shagun, period, land back. Yes, bow. Like, um, yeah. And like we bow to our call to um, to the colonized masses, right? Those are the leaders of this revolution, right? Of overthrowing colonialism. Um, so shout out to those comments. Shout out to the comments.
We've got some fire comments so far. Y'all are awake this morning, aren't you?
I know it took a little while. I'm awake too. I'm a little more awake now. Right back. All right, we got uh, oh, calm down because let's calm down a little bit because up next, um, up next we talked about it. Um, talked about him. Talked about our land liberators. Um, so y'all know what it's about. We need donations to Hammer City. Like we've been working so hard at this. So we got another fundraising call coming up. Make sure get your phones, your Cash App, on your Venmo, and yeah, donate to at Build Hammer City, or sorry, at Build Hammer City on Venmo, and then Cash App, um, $ Build Hammer City. We also got to GoFundMe. So it's GoFundMe.com/Build Hammer City. So donate. Let's see how much we can raise right now.
I know we've raised like um, so much before. Got a comment. We are liberating land, colonized people around the world by putting it back in our hands. Our Nigeria chapter is doing it too, so we can get Africa back in the hands of African people and out of the hands of Europeans stealing our land and metals and people. Land back. That's right. Land back isn't just for Turtle Island. Land back is for Africa. Land back is for Asia. Land back is for all colonized people everywhere. That's right. I love it. Thank you.
I love it. Yeah. Um, that's that's what we're doing. These donations in. I know y'all got some. Um, I know you got some money to give. Whether it's dollar, $2, $3, every bit counts. Every bit is important to liberating our people. And also hit up your colonizer friends too.
That's right. That's
your
right.
colonizer acquaintances, your colonizer co-workers, because they got to pay reparations too, right? So what better way to build to give back than to donate to him? Tell them about it. Tell them you like you care about your colonizers like so much. You say you care about colonized people so much in our liberation, then donate to him. Donate to him. Um, I know Megan's about that money. We about that money for our people too. So let me see those donations, y'all. Drop them in the comments. What we got? Let's see.
And make sure if anyone came in late as well, make sure y'all are liking and sharing too. Want to get this good word out to the people.
Good news.
La buena noticia.
Sí, las noticias. We got the good news in the morning. Las buenas noticias en la mañana. We got any more? We got any donations? Where we at? Where we at? Got some good donations earlier. We have any? We have anything? I'm gonna donate. I will donate too. I will, like right now. Let's see. Shivani, yes, I pledged $5. Yes, thank you so much. Lamb back, Shivani. Owed you $5.
All right, there you go.
Back, back. Who else? Who else do we got? Carolina, yes, another $2. Yes, thank you so much. Lamb back. Ran got 5 on it. Yes. Ran, thank you so much. Lamb back.
Lamb back, Ran. That's good news.
Yeah, keep those donations coming, y'all. Keep those donations coming. Come in. We got $5. King. Yes, thank you so much, Kush King. Land back.
Man, back.
Um, I'm high for Hammer City. So, look, what are you gonna do for? What are you gonna do at Hammer City? What's the first thing you're gonna do? Like, how are you gonna?
That's interesting. That's interesting. First thing. Um, I'm just gonna like enjoy the fresh air. Really, I know that this colonized world is destroying the earth. Um, and that's also aspect of Hammer City. We're trying to get back to living with the earth, instead of exploiting it. And that's one of the reasons why we see, you know, climate change and so many things just polluting the earth. Three more from Indu. Thank you.
Land back. Thank you so much. Land back. $10 for the city. Yes, Dolly. Yes, thank you so much. Land back. Um, no, yeah, that is no, that's a really big right, that's a really big part of when we say land back, right? We don't um it's not it's not just about the land, right? It's about freeing it from colonialism and from its exploitation, the way it's been used to really um just really um, pollute the world. Um, and that's the colonizers don't care. They don't care. They want to they they want to make that quick dollar and would pollute everything and destroy Mother Earth, destroy our continents, our land, um, by way just for that dollar. Um, but once we free it, yes, the air's gonna be so clear, so clear. It's gonna be beautiful. The smog. It's gonna be oh yes. I can't wait to cook ever. I can't wait to cook at Home City. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I want to cook. I want to cook with my people. I want to cook some
I'm
delicious.
hugging it out because ain't no Rona and Hammer. See, that's right. That's
Yes,
right.
that's true. Yes, we haven't been able to like hug each other like that physical like just laugh, crying. Yes, hug.
Laugh, cry, hug everybody. I mean, it's something just so basic. That's something that we've gotten so used to. But now with coronavirus, with a pandemic going on, we haven't been able to actually like physically express ourselves in a loving way. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, that's gonna be so important. Like once we see our comrades, the comrades that we fought with, that we love, it's gonna be so great. And I can't wait to see all y'all. And not just my
True,
brother, not just
true,
my brother,
true.
not just, we're going to see everybody from Turtle Island, from Africa, all around the world. Um, wow, wow.
Yeah. Um. So, hmm, yeah, I'm a hugging person too. I'm a hugging person.
Francisco del Toro, 10 for that. Yes.
There you go. There you go. 10 for that decolonization. Yes. Thank you so much, Francisco Land back. Um, you know, I want to get into Hammer City so much, but let's keep it pushing with this revolutionary. Let's keep it pushing with this revolutionary book trap. Still in chapter 3, really long chapter for the Zapatistas. Um, so we've got Um, so we've got another read that back for us, and that one is on page 132. 132 in the book, and if you're on PDF, it's 141. So let's get into it. Um, while the Zapatistas outline their current endeavors early in the fourth declaration, the true purpose of this document is not fully revealed until almost the end. It is at this point where the Zapatistas issue their third and most uh, forceful call for the support of Mexican civil society, forming a broad social front of opposition. We call upon all honest men and women to participate in the new national political force, which is born today, the Zapatista Front of National Liberation, a civic and peaceful organization, independent and democratic, Mexican and national, which will struggle for democracy, liberty, and justice in Mexico. The Zapatista Front of National Liberation is born today, and we invite the participation of the workers of the Republic, the workers in the field and in the city, the indigenous people, the squatters, the teachers and students, Mexican women, the youth in all the nation, honest artists and intellectuals, religious people who are accountable, all those Mexican citizens who do not want power but democracy, liberty, and justice for ourselves and for our children. And back. Um, yeah, we talked about this earlier. Um, yeah, we talked about this earlier during this book trap. Um, how like the Zapatistas would refer to this civil society, right? Of um, right, the civil society of these many um, like intersections, many um, sectors um, of Mexican society, and really calling for like that colonized unity, right? And it they also laid out on page 146 when they talk about it is the hour of the workers, the teachers, the religious men, the small shopkeepers, the homosexuals, the lesbians, like it's their hour, right? um, and so again, it's a big theme in the chapter, um, and really when going through it's so much like um, us at Black Hammer, when we talk about this colonized unity, um, we we mean it, right? We recognize as our second principle of unity states, we recognize that all colonized people are equal, regardless of nationality, gender, sexual orientation, um, race, um, right? All these different divisions that colonialism sets between our people. The Zapatistas were calling for that, right? This when they were referring to civil society in these declarations. Yes, as
Eso es la foto en declaración de los zapatistas. Muchas gracias por participar.
land back. Um, right. So um, lost my train of thought.
I'll pick it up. Yeah, because I got some stuff to say. Yeah, this it wasn't just this. Read that back. That little excerpt. Um, we were talking about the divisions.
The divisions.
Yeah. The divisions that colonialism has put onto us. Different sex, whether it's man or woman, whether you're a teacher or a shopkeeper, whether you're indigenous or not, or mestizo. What's most important is that unity, because that unity is our unity is based on us feeling that boot of colonialism. That boot has been felt by all these people, and what's the best way to get that boot off our necks? Unity, colonized unity. You know, um, mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
you already know. You already know what we're about. That colonized unity is what's going to get us free, right? Um, and um, right, that's why I love Black Hammer so much. Again, these divisions like make us weaker. They it's so difficult um, to let these divisions play a role, and then you're like fighting against different symptoms of colonialism, right? When you can just attack the root, like these divisions keep us focused um, on the symptoms, right? But we gotta rip that root out. Rip those roots out of our land. They've been so deep into our land. Um, we see them, we feel them, we recognize them. It's a toxic feeling, like feeling that the colonialism was rooted in the land. Um, so we gotta rip it out. We gotta rip it out. We can't just cut the tree at the top.
Mhm.
Can't just cut the tree at the top. And it's really how hard it is, you ever see people try to rip out a whole tree like with roots? You can't do it alone. You
Mhm.
can't do it alone.
No.
You need unity. You need that colonized unity to rip out those roots. So yeah, that's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it at Black Hammer. Ripping out, come back that tree. Um, yes, those are visual. What is that a metaphor? That's a metaphor. Metaphor. I'm gonna call it a metaphor. Um, but yes, unity. Anything else for that? Anything else you wanted to add? Yeah, because we were talking about those revisions. Um, yeah, I really appreciate. Again, I really appreciate how this chapter lays that out. Again, in multiple places. Like you go to page 146, and um, it talks about the um, different parts of society calling for that colonized unity. I think it's time for another read that another audience read that back. If we got some more.
Yes,
Um,
we'd love to see another read that back from audience if y'all got it.
yes, y'all are ready. Well, y'all are ready with those read that backs. Y'all are ready. Yes.
This sovereign revolutionary convention will be national in that all states of the federation will be represented. It will be plural and that all patriotic sectors will be represented. It will be democratic in that it will make decisions through national consultas. The convention will be presided over freely and voluntarily by civilians, prestigious public figures, regardless of their political affiliation, race, religion, sex, or age. I am back, and that's on page 117. I love that. I love the last part. It will be presided over, doesn't matter race, religion, sex. That goes back to our principle of unity number 2. We do not discriminate over race, sex, religion. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Read that back. I am back.
So salute to all of you who have dropped the read that back in the comments. Y'all are brilliant and always showing out for the people with brilliance. Yeah, no, I full unity with that summation. Again, yeah. Um, yeah, full unity with that summation. Principle of unity number 2. It's plain and simple. Again, we can't stress this enough. Colonize unity.
Las divisiones de las personas y pueblos no nos ponen débiles. Si queremos quitar este sistema, necesitamos permanecer unidos. Thank you, Red. That's exactly it.
Exactly it.
Tenemos que estar unidos todos.
Yes, unidos con eh, personas diferentes razas, right? And diferentes géneros.
También de diferentes religiones. No, eso no importa. Eso nada más nos divide. Tenemos que estar unidos contra las personas que nos han robado por tantos años.
Oh, Rand, you just touched our hearts. Yeah, as well as the hearts of all colonized masses out there, especially our Spanish speaking comrades and our Spanish speaking um, uh, audience members. Yes, touch it right in the heart. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And I believe, I think, do we got to read that back? We want to go over real quick. I think because we got one. Um,
Yes, we have one. Yeah, let's go over this. This was nice. Thus, once more, civil society is referred to not in any exact or predetermined manner, but rather in the form of a broad spectrum of people who are unified only by their rebellion against a political, social, and economic system that exploits and degrades them all in some aspect. The EZLN continues this appeal by stating, we call on them, together with the Indian peoples and with us, to struggle against the war and for the recognition of indigenous rights, for the transition to democracy, for an economic model which serves the people and does not serve itself, for a tolerant and inclusive society, for respect for difference, and for a new country where peace with justice and dignity will be for everyone. Land back.
Land back. Yes. Um, yeah, land back again. Talking about the um, that big theme in this chapter, um, that civil society. When make when they have these declarations, right? Um, this one, I feel like this one really speaks to the um, right, that connection that people have, and based on that feeling of colonialism, right? That feeling, those roots in your land, that boot on our necks, it's keeping us oppressed, that's stealing our resources, and using it to build for white power, right? And coercing us to build for white power. So yes, this one again, that they just did earlier, like before that read that back, they just got done talking about that colonized uni, and they talk about like, well, it's because of this, right, that we're unified, right? That feeling um, that um, that we have um, that connects us. We can't just say like, oh, we got to be united. We got to really lay that out for our people, when, especially when we're like as hammers, right? When we're out doing outreach, um, we're talking to our friends, our neighbors, our family members. Um, really lay that out on, but like, well, you know how is it that you like, do you really feel free? A lot of them are going to say no. Like, do you really feel free? Um and it goes down to the right, the fact that we don't have dictatorship over anything here, even though it's ours, um yes, beautiful. So many good read that backs today, honestly, especially from the audience. Y'all are amazing. We got up or we got up next, or unless you want to, do you have anything else that you wanted to come in with, um in terms of that last read that back?
I just wanted to really highlight part where it talks about making an economic model that serves us, and that's been something that's been lacking, for hundreds of years. That there's never been like government economic model, capitalism that's been built to serve the people. It only serves a higher ruling class, and that's white power. That's the colonizers. That's uh, reaping the the resources from us. Um, yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. That's something that just like stuck out right to me, right to me. Um, yeah, this was a great chapter. I really loved just going over every single declaration of the Lacadon jungle. Um, and yeah, I can't wait for chapter 4. It's gonna be lit,
Later,
and I know
later.
y'all gonna be there as well.
Yes. Let's keep it moving. Whew, my throat's a little off this morning. I don't know why. I had some coffee. Anyways, so we got an announcement. Um, as y'all know, we've got our reparations core um, for colonizers, um, and yeah, again, like this is for colonizers to really pay reparations, right? And learn under the leadership of the colonized poor and working class. We know that we are, you know, the leaders, right, as poor and working class people. Um, not some like white leftists or the so-called white working class. Um, and so reparations core, it is when Chola, when is it?
Sunday. It
Yeah.
should be Sunday, and if I have it right, 6 p.m. Eastern time. All right. So let those colonizers know that they need to be in this class. They need to fall behind the leadership of poor working class people. And this class is going to be a good step for them to do that. All right. And
Yeah, it
like we
is.
mentioned, next week we'll be going into chapter 4. It's going to these chapters are, they're pretty long. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna be ready for y'all. And yeah, it's gonna be the last chapter. It's gonna be
Yeah.
the last chapter, all right? So if y'all haven't anyone who hasn't been keeping up, this is a good time, hey, just get into this last chapter, and then it's gonna be the end of the line for us.
Yeah.
But we've had a great time with y'all. We're gonna keep it up. Shout out to everyone who showed up today. Um, yeah,
No. I can't believe we're already at the last. We're like gonna go to the last chapter next week. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna learn a lot next week. Um, I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye next week, but I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all. Um, hope, um, but yeah, that's we're not gonna think about that right now. We're gonna think about that next week. What we got coming up is I know our hammers are um, y'all got y'all gonna be out doing outreach. I'm gonna be out doing outreach. Not in, not in my good news shirt, but in my black hammer shirt. In my black hammer mask in my black pants, black boots. All suited and booted, ready to go for the people. And y'all are gonna have some great outreaches. We got amazing leadership. Really guiding us and providing for our people and saving lives. Every mask, every herbal care product saves the lives of our colonized people. And so um, we're carrying this revolution forward, right, from all our revolutionary ancestors, from the Zapatistas. So go out there, get your outreach on. We will be back next week. And land back.
land back.
Land back, y'all. Have a good rest of your Sunday.